convince one more person I'm an human. I think be perfectly honest, I think as a community, we sound foolish trying to tell people, hey man, y'all should understand this. I think we sound foolish when we do that. I really do, brothers. And again, these opinions are the opinions of HRap B. These opinions are not coming from Big Illinois 73 or Joe from Houston. This is 100% me. They have nothing to do with my opinions. I have, and I back theirs 100%. So if they don't feel this way about the police or people who are not our allies, I can respect that. But I'm tired. I'm trying to convince people who pimp our community of all our resources that we're worth respecting. So if you don't like our folks, fuck you. Back to sports.
Oh, real quick. Let's get to it real quick. We got an Eastern Conference Finals that's about to start in the next few minutes. We got the Boston Celtics and the Miami Heat. Predictions. What's up?
I got the Celtics.
Yeah, what he said.
I'm actually gonna go Celtics in 6. But I'm with you, brother. There we go. Okay. All right. Okay. So we're good on that. Let's talk about it, HRap. Go ahead.
Hey, but you know what though? The piggyback off that though, regardless of which team make it though, it's still gonna be a good opponent for either one of those teams in the West, which look like it's gonna be the Lakers.
I personally don't think it'll be tough for either one of those teams to beat the other team. For one, if Miami wins, they don't have the firepower or the grit. They're a bunch of scrappers. You're not gonna beat a bunch of talent with a bunch of scrappers. In most cases, talent wins in professional sports by and large. Like people like to downplay Chauncey Billups' Pistons and say, oh, well, they beat Shaq and Kobe. Shaq, Kobe, Mailman, and Peyton. Well, the Mailman and Peyton was on the downside of their career. They were just the Mailman and Peyton by name. And Shaq and Kobe, they were discombobulated. And then Rasheed Wallace, one of the best power forwards in the league. Chauncey Billups, at that time, well, you could probably argue he was the best point guard in the league. Rip Hamilton, one of the better two guards in the league. Tayshaun Prince, one of the better small forwards in the league. And Ben Wallace. That's a lot of talent to overcome.
Like a freaking switch, Tayshaun Prince. Killing, man.
Right. So with that, that's why I don't allow people to poo-poo that Piston team. But with this Heat team, you got Jimmy Butler, who's a very good ball player, and you got a bunch of young players and role players. They're playing together. Eric Spoelstra, I respect them, but I just don't see them beating a Clipper or a Laker team. I don't think the Celtics got enough, as Scarface used to say, I don't think they letting their nuts hang. They don't have, let's not forget, LeBron took them out by himself. Now, I understand you got Kemba, but you also got Rajon Rondo. And unlike Paul George, he's actually playoff Rondo. Then you got Dwight Howard, JaVale McGee. What's the boy who play no defense who shoot every time you get the ball? Kuzma. I just think they got enough to be. I think the champion be crowned with the Western Conference Championship. To that, y'all say what?
Yeah.
I can't hear you.
So who y'all got for Game 7 Denver versus Clippers?
I'm actually thinking Denver. And I don't care if I'm right or wrong, but I'm going with Denver. I think they can, for some odd reason, Doc Rivers, much as I love him from Ireland, Illinois, shout out. But as far as it goes, he's known for giving up 3-1 leads.
And that's what I was going to say. My next question was, if they end up losing this series, is this legacy kind of tainted as a couple of things?
I would say no. Because I don't think they losing due to the X's and the O's. I think they losing due to the Willies and the Joes. The Denver Nuggets. No, the Denver Nuggets playing old school basketball. They moving the ball around. They making them run all game. They not overloading on threes. And they dumping it down to the big fella. And he working out on their ass.
So that means that they being outcoached?
No, they're playing their style of basketball. They're just not executing.
And all the jump shots that the Clippers are taking that they normally make, more so Megan Tepalou, Pandemic Pete, they not hitting as many shots as they would. You know, they're not having the same effect as they normally would. I mean, I told you about Pat Beverly. He's dangerous. That boy plays the game in some low top black Air Force One. But it proves it because he's not doing well. Like, he can get about 1 or 2 games they can actually play good.
But Williams hasn't had one of those explosive games.
Like, yeah, in the bubble. Like, not really, yeah. Like, Lou Williams hasn't stuck out at all in the bubble.
Kind of hard. Now, I'm going to go with the Clippers. I'm going to say the Clippers, but I don't know, man. Denver just, they don't quit. Like you said, they playing old school basketball, passing that rock around like they look like the Spurs, man.
Yeah.
They're attacking the basket. They're attacking the basket. And again, we talked about this before. You attacking the basket is comparable to that 3. Because you get a 3, that's fine. But if you take it to the hole and get an N1, not only did you score, you got a chance to make the free throw, it's a foul on the other person.
Yes.
So you do that 2 or 3 times as a guard, yeah, you're going to get people in foul trouble real quick.
But it's not really about the foul trouble as much as it is the players who are defending you, their legs are tired. And you don't have any straight shooters on the Clippers. If you had a Steve Kerr, if you had a sniper, Craig Hodges, or whoever you want to make, whoever is the sniper of today, if you had some of those dudes who just, you flipped it, you swung it around to get it to the open dude, like what's the boy who played for the Lakers? 2 guard, Danny Green. If you had a Danny Green kind of shooter on that team, then it might work. But you have scorers on that team. And scorers with tired legs are horrible jump shot shooters. Shooters with tired legs are just, now you off a little bit. Lou Williams is not a shooter. He's a scorer. He's a pure, unadulterated scorer. I still think the Clippers are going to win, but when you swinging that ball around and you making them play defense, they tried to put Kawhi on big homie the other day. Boy, if you don't sit your ass down, I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you. I'm gonna shoot over, and I'm just gonna shoot over the top of you. They don't have any. Right, this is a dude who can play basketball, and which makes me think it's the Lakers all day, every day, because you're not gonna be able to defend Anthony Davis either. I mean, they don't have any shooters on their team. All of them are scorers. Great ball players. They all do what they're supposed to do, but when you go cold because the big homie then wore you down a little bit. You got Harris and you got Murray chasing their ass around. And then you got the big light-skinned homie, Porter Jr. You got to chase him around for a little while. And then Millsap, you got to deal with him banging on you. That's to me, that's playoff basketball. And if Denver come out and continue to do that, as long as they don't get 3 happy, they can keep it close. But the whole league is 3 happy. Y'all been telling me the whole season, the whole bubble, that's the way they play basketball now. And I've been telling y'all, at some point, you gon' man. I mean, I was watching some Dominique Wilkins highlights. Everything he was shooting was mid-range, 16 feet to the left, both baselines, foul line extended, top of the key. Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, Allen Iverson, Dwayne Wade. That's where they get their money. And as long as the Lakers don't try to get into no 3-point shooting contest with these dudes, they can beat them. And if Denver don't, I think Kawhi Leonard can win this game. But winning next series, that's going to be something special. It's going to be something interesting to see. Because, it's not that I'm anti-analytics, but it's just that shit just don't work when it counts. You cannot let the computer tell you how to coach a basketball game when you have supreme talent. And we gonna play y'all tomorrow too, and we gonna play y'all the day after, and we gonna play y'all every other day. So yeah, we know what we looking for. We scouting for you, and we got y'all. But back to the original question, no, I don't think Doc will get it's a blemish on Doc. Because if it was a blemish on Doc, why don't y'all hate Tracy McGrady? Because hell, he the one blew the first 3-0 league. That's the only 3-0 league he ever blew.
Who, Doc?
Yeah.
This was one with Chris Paul.
Oh well, then if that's okay. I forgot.
Which one? I want to say twice.
I don't think they might have lost, but I don't know if they blew 3-1 leads.
No, they lost the lead. At one point in time, every year, they was always up like, I know they lost the 3-1 to Houston.
No, that wasn't a 3-1 lead. They lost to Houston.
Okay.
They lost in Game 7s to Houston. Those were going back and forth because Chris Paul would get hurt, Blake Griffin to take over. I just didn't think they had what it I don't think they just had what it takes. And you guys really suck to lose to James Harden in the playoffs.
They always seem like a pickup team. Like like if you go to the court, that was always the team that it'll be. And it's like you can't win a basketball game just like that. That's why I really never believed in the Clippers when it was Chris Paul. That's a whole other story for this today.
But no, I wouldn't put a blemish on them. Speaking of blemishes, what you gonna do in Houston next year?
It's a question, man.
That is a big question.
If you got we be able to get rid of that contract with Westbrook.
How you get rid of Westbrook? Oh, sounds great.
I don't think I hate to say this, but I don't think Westbrook is going to ever be the reason why somebody wins. And the messed up part about that is he played a position where the ball has to go through him somehow.